पल मुझे रुकना नहीं, मैं तो हूँ जैसे बहती ये हवा, औरों की मैं सुनता नहीं.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists, that's right, from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my first reaction of today, we are going over to Coke Studio, but this is not the original Coke Studio Bangla or Coke Studio. This is Coke Studio India, and there's now you know there's Coke Studio Africa, there's Coke Studio, there's loads of Coke Studios which I've only just realised, and there's also Pepsi. It's like what? So there's loads of things to figure out here. Now, they're not as popular as the original Coke Studio, but you can see it's still growing. So, you know, your support is valid for the Coke Studio channels, and it's warranted as well, because there's so much amazing artists that's on the program. Now, before I start, I just want to read a couple of things and also tell you who I'm going to react to as well. So this is Mimu Agamu featuring Alu Arjun, Aman Malik and Tribe, or Tribe, I think it's Tribe. In the descriptions, it says, when two musical worlds come together, real magic happens. Hit play on the track season presented Mimu Agu and, Amgamu and Alu Arjun, Amma Malik and Tribe. Now, I thought there's going to be a little bit more, as in the discussion about what they're singing about, rah, 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 and unfortunately there isn't. So apologies for that. Look, if you haven't done already, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button to indicate to you when my next uploads will be. Now, as you know, that I have reacted to Amma Malik. It doesn't really do well on my channel. It has low views, even though he's a brilliant artist. He gets loads, you know, hundreds of thousands of views for any of his songs, but anytime when I react to it, literally it struggles just to get to 100 views, and I wondered why that is, because he's so brilliant and he's got amazing amount of fans. So let me know why. I have reacted to Alu Arjun as well, but I can't remember how or in what I think it was a T-series a movie video. I'm not sure. I've got to go back into my accolades. I'm blabbering on too much. Apologies for that. Let's go straight into Coke Studio, shall we? So, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it? Incidentally, there's no English subtitles, so if you can send me the lyrical contents, that'd be amazing.
दो पल मुझे रुकना नहीं, मैं तो हूँ जैसे बहती ये हवा, औरों की मैं सुनता नहीं, मुझसा नहीं है कोई दूसरा. So
it's kind of like a calypso vibe with a twist of reggaeton. I wonder how long it took him to remember this dance. So let's try B. you think that's an amazing feat to have? you got 3 different languages here. Even though the dance is brilliant, you still look stiff. Like in his mind, he's counting it, the steps. Meu wakamu asamo wabu. Asamo. Meu wakamu asamo. I can't remember that word. Ase wakamu. Meu wakamu ase wakamu. Asamo. So that was Coke Studio India, and Arman Malik, Tribe, and Alu Arjun, and I believe the track is Memu Agamu, but he didn't say it the way how I said it. Memu Agamu. No, I. It was too many syllables when he said it, when he sang it, and I just totally got it wrong. I think this is the first fusion ever that's been done by Coke Studio. 3 languages, or maybe there could be more. I'm not too sure. It was nice that Tribe came in and they done their part, but it was even better that it fit in. Do you know? So there was a native language, part as about 5% or 2.5% of English, and then 2 native languages and 5% of an English language. And you had the calypso, reggaeton vibe, and also Afrobeat in there. That's what makes it. And then with all that inside there, then you had the intricate native instruments in there that carried that set pace and carried weight and went forward with that. I did not hear any Asian beats in there, so to speak, to cover what to symbolize what Tribe was doing there when they came on. That would have been nice when it came through, when they done their part singing. Just a little bit of something that reminds them of who I know who they are, but where they come from, so to speak. But I was very surprised at the beginning when I heard the beat, when I heard the melody, when I heard that it's a calypso Afrobeat kind of vibe. I was slightly surprised because even though you get many different kind of genre styles from Coke Studio, it hasn't really touched on the Afrobeat as such. It has done the reggaeton, it has done the South American element in there, the Puerto Rican style and Puerto Rican influences, but I have yet to see them touch on the Afrobeat. So this was nice. So it was almost like music of the world that they put together, because they've taken certain bits from various countries and they put it into one to create such an amazing sound. And this is very, very catchy. I would suspect that this will do pretty well in the charts, if it will go in the charts, because it will definitely do well in the clubs. I can see everybody dancing to this track in the clubs. I just hope that this wasn't just a, let's come together and do a collaboration for Coke Studio, rather than let's come together and do a collaboration to go into the charts, because this deserves to go into the charts 1000%. I'm gonna go back and dance my head off to this track again. Alu Arjun, I'm trying to remember. I think it was a T-Series movie that I saw yourselves, and I think he was doing exactly the same thing as well, dancing. You look like you was counting the steps, my guy. I'm not judging the moves that you do, because it must take me even longer to remember that dance move. So well done. But I'm just saying that in your face expression, it was almost like you was counting the steps, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and still smiling. Which was, look, at your age, mate, it is brilliant that you can actually do that, to be fair. There's a lot of people your age that can't even do that would break their body if they even try and do that. So you're showing a lot of people around your age how to do it. You know what I mean? But overall, all round that, this was an absolute fabulous track. And for that reason, I salute you. Boom!